The Morning Dump from Hurrdat Sports with Andrew Rogers and Damon Benning.
Is there, we could have hours-long conversation about the best.
And we are almost at an hour and 40 minutes.
Of the best Omaha athletes ever. Yeah, Omaha is very underrated.
I think it's I think it's a very small.
I'm just saying
list.
Omaha. Omaha is very underrated when it comes to producing athletes on a national stage.
Yeah, I think it's a
very underrated.
If you talk national stage, I think it's a very small list.
I know, but it's still underrated. I'm just saying.
I feel like a lot of towns that aren't big towns, though.
People that went to play high-level college or pro or whatever, there's Omaha's though. I mean, number one is either Gibson or Bud.
Finally,
Gale Sayers.
Finally, somebody that gave Crawford his
Bud's
due. People always talk top 10.
Yeah. No,
he belongs in the
one or two.
And no disrespect, because he's family. No disrespect to Johnny Rogers.
Right.
No. Crawford should be ahead of Johnny, and I know that that's saying a ton.
It is.
I do.
Yeah.
But there's only a handful of boxers in the world ever that have done what Terrence Crawford has done.
He's going to retire at 40 or 41-0 or 42-0, and it's unbelievable.
He's top 5 of all time
ever.
In this, it's not even
in boxing.
I sometimes I just chuckle how people
not just
are like,
Omaha.
You guys have no idea what he's done.
But that's the 5, classes. Right? Like in Omaha, you go Bud, Gibson, Johnny, Gale Sayers,
and the 5th is hard, right?
Yeah. I'm just talking Omaha. Those are the 4, though.
There's
whatever order
there's
you want.
Boozer, there's Crouch, there's Ivy.
Ivy's one up there. I forgot her. Yeah,
I'm
just saying in the conversation.
Yeah, Martise Ivy is
in
the discussion.
No one recent because no one's not yet, right?
I mean, and I get it. I get the, Novacek.
I'm talking just Omaha, not.
Oh, that's true. Omaha. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Omaha's just tougher.
That's about it.
It's 4, and then
the 5th is tough.
Crouch is in there.
Yeah, he's Crouch.
Heisman Trophy winner.
Boozer.
Boozer. It's good. Mike McGee.
This list says Jim Hartung.
I'd entertain that.
Yeah,
I would. Listen, I would definitely entertain that.
Yeah.
Top 15 out of 100 is what
was he South?
Hartung was South. Yeah. Dave Remington, South guy.
They
named a damn award after him.
You talk about a guy that's disrespected in terms of his accolades, and it's not intentional. Right. I think we just forget about him. Dave Remington is one of the greatest players ever in any respective sport.
An award after him.
like Remington is he should get way more love in the city of Omaha.
Yeah, he doesn't.
For whatever the reason.
I mean, I'm just trying. Who's the best basketball player ever? That's
from Omaha.
Debate. Boozer probably, or Mike McGee.
Boozer is the highest one on this
Boozer
list.
or McGee is probably the 2 ever. If you're just talking, male, right? Female is you can have.
If I had to win a game, I probably would take McGee. But it's hard because both really, really, really good family friends.
Yeah, I'm just
Boozer took care of my
there were so many guys though too that went on to play high level college like Division I and be efficient and good players.
Yeah,
clearly at Creighton's and outside of that.
It's funny too because people overlook Ron Boone, but Ron Boone didn't get really good until high school, until post high school.
Yeah,
Kellogg is in that discussion
for sure.
Ron Kellogg.
Like that 81, 82 group, and then the 90, Eric Strickland. And
I still see, I think, here's the thing.
They got to be in the discussion because they played in the leagues for so long.
No, and I love Strick. I'm closer to Strick than I am to Woolridge, but Woolridge was a better player.
Yeah.
Was a better
I just am
player.
Thinking, you have Woolridge,
Strick was the longer pro.
Right.
Even though playing overseas, I mean, Woolridge made a pretty great living.
That 81, 82, 91, 92, and then what we just went through.
So you got to be talking Trotter.
Yeah, Trotter's in that group. That 81, 82 group is
Dan Hoppin is in the
best
discussion.
that we've.
Dave Hoppin.
Dave.
No disrespect to Dan because he's my buddy too.
What's popping?
Dave Hoppin.
You just have
hopped in.
That 81, 82 is.
Omaha
studs.
in itself has some guys, Drew Down, that you could take and go play a pickup game on the national scale.
Sure.
And be just fine.
Oh, yeah. But like I said,
Easily.
and I don't want to diminish the fact that Omaha has those people, but you could find smaller cities like Omaha. I'm going to use that term loosely, smaller cities, and compile a grouping of guys from most of those
So we're
cities
talking
to be
about
competitive.
700 to $1 million, right? If you count. You're talking about 800,000.
Like you can,
I don't know.
The
man.
greater
compile a list
metropolitan area?
from most of
Are we counting that?
most.
Yeah, I
cities.
said you could say 700 to under million or under. Gosh, I don't know.
I
man.
don't know.
Like I don't.
Per capita, you may be hard pressed.
It'd be tough. Like, what is a city like that? Is Birmingham like that? I'm just trying to think of what are cities in that.
in that same realm.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
Yeah, I just
it was probably. I mean, it could be argued completely.
Oh man, like
That's just how I just thought right away. Like you talk about sample size. You're just looking for how many people to build a team. Like, are we talking basketball here?
just
still.
whatever.
So if we're talking basketball, I would think you.
well,
can find-
basketball, we're not. I mean, we've had some great players, but not.
So we're talking football then.
I'm just saying every athlete
Totality?
as a whole.
Right.
Yeah. I think if you look at the history of Omaha,
Gosh, I can't get inside the article, but this is from, I want to say 2015.
Okay.
Tyler, Texas is number 1.
yeah. I mean, well, oof.
With the population just under 100,000, Tyler, Texas certainly has its share of notables in the NFL, including running back Earl Campbell, Randy Grimes, Gil Johnson.
Isn't Tyler it's a suburb though, right? Of Houston, right? Am I wrong?
Lake Charles?
I don't know.
Comes
in at
number
Makes
2.
sense.
But Lake Charles is like New Orleans.
That's where Matt
kinda.
Forte is actually from.
Yeah.
Oh, no
Isn't
way.
Lake Charles New Orleans?
Yes.
So it's like I'm talking just they're
Right.
like suburbs, right?
Hattiesburg,
Yeah, I know what you're
Hattiesburg,
trying to say.
Mississippi. Harold-
Hattiesburg would be one. I could give you Hattiesburg for sure.
Hattiesburg is in the discussion.
That's because it's kind of by its own. That's what I mean. It's
What
its
about
own.
Lufkin, Texas?
I don't know where that is.
It's Lufkin, Texas is kind of a standalone, I would say. Greenville, Mississippi.
Greenville.
Wow.
Yeah, it is by itself.
Yeah,
that's right.
Lufkin is.
Okay, that's fair.
Dude, 3 of these top 10 are in Louisiana.
Really?
But per capita, Louisiana has the most
Athletes, yeah, for sure.
professional athletes.
Right.
The state of Louisiana is number 1.
You could say like a Lafayette and stuff like that too.
Natchez, Mississippi.
Really?
Yeah. Like, this is interesting. Pahokee, Florida. What's up? Who's Pernell McPhee?
like,
what are we talking about? Ray McDonald?
Mobile.
Mobile.
Home of Spring Hill.
I'm just
College.
talking. I'm just kind of stuff like that, right?
Wow, in the same vein.
Pahokee isn't Pahokee's like that's Miami, right? Or no?
I think, would you count that as a suburb?
Yeah, I think you just can't. That's what I mean. Like no sub, it's hard because it's like
And
Almost by its
Omaha
own.
is pretty clean, right?
right. Like there's not, it's not
Because we haven't
attached.
mentioned anybody from Papio or Millard,
Mhm.
or
right,
Right.
we have just said Omaha.
Yeah. Just Omaha.
particularly North Omaha.
Well, Remington and Hartung
Well, yeah,
are south.
Yeah,
Boozer's south.
Boozer went to South.
I think he's a tech guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. He is a tech guy.
Yeah.
McGee was North.
Yep. And remember the whole North Tech thing.
Yeah, that was
Like,
yeah.
there's South Omaha.
You
where
read Dirk Chatlin's book,
You
24th
packing
and
plant
Glory, you
folks
can-
versus North Omaha, right? Like,
yeah.
that was different.
Right.
It's very different.
Albuquerque, no.
Now you got me thinking, and I know we got to close.
Yeah, we
Sacramento.
got to wind this
Yeah,
thing down.
all right.
Prior to that, though, because we didn't even get to our poll question today.
Oh,
What was it?
And it has everything to do with a
Is Mike Sautter a
professional
nice person?
Sport.
absolutely. 100%.
Is Mike Sautter going to go nuts on morning dump?
We
The
actually kept
majority
him
of the
pretty.
population said yes.
We
They
actually
did?
kept
No,
him
that was
pretty
it?
subdued.
The
still
Super
didn't know. I still don't believe you.
It
knew
was
what I
a Super
talking
Bowl
about.
poll question today. And it was, are Eagles fans the most obnoxious fans in the NFL? And you know why this poll question popped up, DB?
What's up?
Because
They
a new fan favorite of the show, WWBD, said he was on a flight home yesterday, and he said a guy was going up and down the aisles and all decked out in like Eagles paint, dyed hair.
Oh, was he too old for that?
All the way up. And no, he was laughing about it because he kept going. He went up to somebody that was a Chiefs fan wearing a sweatshirt or something. He went up to a 49ers fan and asked what they were doing this weekend. So like,
Wow.
This is what this guy was doing. So he goes, are Eagles fans the most obnoxious in the NFL? And I'm like, well, they're one of the fan bases that are up there.
Do you
know who gets
fucking Santa Claus?
Do you know who gets a bad rap though locally? Oh, people don't say nice things about Chiefs fans.
They're bad.
No. Then that's why I put it on here.
I've experienced that firsthand in the stadium, being an opposing. Like, I'm a freaking Jets fan, man. Like, why are they bothering you?
Yeah,
don't bother me.
even win. Leave me alone.
I think most fan bases would say they're either rival or somebody that either keeps winning or whatever.
Was it
the
Cam
most
Taylor
obnoxious
Britt's
fan
mom
base.
that had the bad experience with Chiefs fans?
Mhm.
Somebody
her?
went on social
I
media
remember
a couple
that.
weeks ago and was like,
I
"Hey,
remember
I've been
that.
to a lot of stadiums. I've never been treated worse than I
It's
was."
so weird.
Was it-
Like, just
her?
go.
I think it was.
I know. I
CTB's
remember.
mom.
I remember seeing the story. I just can't remember if that's who it was.
And the interesting thing is, like, maybe it's not Nebraska nice, but Midwest nice is a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Normally,
I played in Arrowhead. I don't know. It was fine.
it was back when they weren't that good.
True.
Tell you what, people tend to smile more in the Midwest.
Winning bumps your, bravado up a little
Does
bit.
it?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why people didn't like Nebraska fans for so long.
I'll
For
tell you what,
sure.
though. Here's the poll results to that question. 43.4% of people said yes. 56.6% said no.
I voted.
Thank you, Mike. Who'd you vote for? Yes or no?
I said no.
And
No.
you said who in return? Who would be the most
Well,
obnoxious
just
fan base?
most annoying fan base?
Yeah, just obnoxious.
Oof.
Because if you voted no, there has to be somebody. Obviously,
Here we
that
go.
Supersedes them.
St. Louis Cardinals fans.
Wow.
Really didn't treat you well.
Are you talking
This
about
is a-
baseball or
This
football?
is a Cub fan. I don't think he knows who Neil Lomax is.
Baseball.
No, but the question is, are the
Yeah, I
Eagles the
know.
most obnoxious fans in the NFL?
Oh, NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I consider everything Patriot to be obnoxious and overhyped and crap.
Team Sasha.
So
What about you? Yes or no to that round?
No.
And
Cowboys fans are pretty bad. Because
that's who I would say.
Dude, I'm going Raider fan.
Oh, Raider fans are pretty
Yeah,
wild.
that's true. And
What
they
the hell
haven't
is what?
won.
They're pretty wild.
Sorry, bud.
They haven't won shit either.
Hey, Shane, what do you think?
Wow.
Not
In regards
recently.
to this poll question, yes or no to the Eagles, and if no, who?
KC, Denver.
Well, because
So, no.
Hey,
That
now, this is early. I got to ask
The
you guys this
reason
before.
the
Go
reason
ahead,
why
Shane.
is because both those fan bases love to give it to Raider fans. I mean,
one of these days,
there's
Raiders are gonna win.
is there a fan base that likes to give it to Jet fans, like that's in that
Yeah.
division,
like
the Patriots or somebody?
Everyone,
They all do?
It's all divisional stuff. That's why. Yeah.
Hey,
and probably because they're local too. Sorry.
Mhm.
I mean, you got
Yeah,
a
I
lot of
get it.
Chiefs guys around here. You got a lot of Bronco fans. So, I mean, I get it.
Bears.
Is what it is.
The Bears. In a mini upset, it's early. 1,500 votes in just an hour. So
Is this the Pop-Tart question again?
we're humming along here. Zebra Cakes has
Really?
overtaken Pop-Tarts.
Very interesting.
So now this is kind of close. Honey Buns, I said, of these three.
Hey, don't share my nickname with everybody.
Oh wow.
Sorry.
Oh boy.
Sorry,
Oh,
Zebra
God,
Cake.
I gotta go. Jesus fucking.
Sorry,
Christ.
Cakes. Delayed the
Honey
play.
bun.
Am I
What
gonna,
the fuck?
am I gonna have to edit that?
Is that real?
Well, ask the boss. Go ahead.
Hey, no. All right. Yeah. Yes.
Ask
yes.
the boss.
Honey bun. Is that real?
No, it's
No,
not.
no. Nickname.
She said, "Ew."
Beyonce says, "Ew, no."
She-
Holy
ew,
shit!
no.
I almost
Well, I
had
mean-
to. I literally was leaving.
I know that was Sauter's nickname in high school.
That was Sweet Cheeks.
Motherfucker. Someone's getting thrown out the window today. And it ain't me.
So I said, of these three, settle it. Now we still have 11 hours to go, but 1,500 votes. Honey buns at 23%. Pop-Tarts at 38%. Got ran down. Pop-Tarts out of the gates was blowing.
Good. Thing with
the
Pop-Tarts,
field
you
up.
can have them cold or hot, and they're good either way.
Zebra Cakes has taken the slight lead.
Oh, I just saw that. Love you.
She probably
Ashley-
voted.
Hey.
She's Team Zebra Cake. Zebra Cake's at 39%.
Honey
This is
Sorry. I'm cussing a lot. But
Shane. Honey buns, Zebra Cakes, or Pop-Tarts?
I don't know. They're all about the same.
Mm,
None of the, you know, I'm never going.
fucking elf sound.
I'm never going to the store going, I gotta have one of those.
Guys, I love how this was such a simple prompt and it's already been 15 seconds and he couldn't even give an answer. He talked about going to the supermarket and not buying either.
Shane, do
You
you
think
just
I
have,
stuttered?
you just
No,
Can you
he
just answer the
stalled.
question?
You stutter.
can you just answer the question?
Fine, I'll take Pop-Tarts.
Hey, Pop-Tarts!
Of
for
those
the win.
three, it's easy. I'm not eating any of them, but I'm going Team Honey Bun.
I'm oatmeal cream pie
I
all
think
day.
I think
That would be my
I love oatmeal.
Give me my.
yeah.
Although the fruit pie would be
Fruit pie, actually.
You
And-
did talk about those fruit pies and
fruit pie
No.
or oatmeal cream pies. Being that is, I mean, it's probably 1-1A. Oatmeal cream pies,
They're
you can't
good.
eat one.
You can.
It's like going to Long
I've
John's,
eaten one.
man.
I've eaten one a day for the last week and a half.
How do you only eat one though?
Willpower.
he hides them around the house.
That's
His
like-
No, I get it,
His wife
because
puts them everywhere.
I
He searches for 'em.
purposely,
No,
I
my
know where
wife-
those are on the end caps at the
Yeah.
two grocery stores I go to. I don't go down that aisle.
My wife thinks it. I don't know how I can do it honestly. Like there's
I'll
this,
go get the chips. I'll walk
Yeah.
down and I'll turn the cart around and go back.
there's
I
salsa.
don't go down.
There's chips and salsa. I love chips and salsa, and I will have like put a time limit on myself, like 4 minutes of eating this, and it's not like it's
where
like
were
eating it
we?
normal, and
Wait.
then I put it away, and my wife's like, how
You
can
might have
do
been
that?"
by yourself. I don't know if we were at a tournament. Where were we when you were smoked
Oh,
and you ate chips and salsa for about 2 hours, super slow?
I don't know. 4th of July,
If you got it, it's a video.
a couple years
You're
ago.
just eating chips and salsa. Was it Fayetteville?
probably. Oh, that was. I don't want to talk about that.
Slow mo. And then you did the wrestling thing with Mulligan, where you ate the taco.
Oh
you
yeah,
ate-
one bite tacos. I had 10 of them.
Listen, on one.
Wow.
I don't, like soft shell. It was taco night at the Bison Bar place in Fargo.
Yep.
And it was taco night. We didn't know that. We were just gonna go eat there. And I'm like, tacos. I'm like, how many of these could I eat?
He wanted his money's worth.
Yeah.
So Chuck sent me a video. He said, "Get your boy." So
'Cause
then I was kind of
He
entertained.
said I
detained.
So
he's
he's
like-
smoked and he's just eating. He wants his $10 worth of tacos or $5. or
no,
whatever.
it was a challenge.
Did
You know,
you get
I
a
like
t-shirt?
challenges. No, it was
Oh.
a challenge, like challenge my manhood. I'm going right. Like Chuck, me
the dude
kicking his
ate
ass.
10 soft tacos.
He said he couldn't eat. He said like, "Oh, you can't eat 5." I go, "Bullshit! I can eat 10." And
I
so
love how
I
you doubled down on yourself.
so just I had to
I'm
wrap
gonna
them
make
up
myself
and
more
just
miserable.
shove them in your mouth. And I did it.
I would
the-
have loved to.
I will say the 10th one almost came up though
Did it?
in the middle of. I almost couldn't get it down.
Should
It
have stuck
was
with
a lot.
5.
I was also drinking at the same time too.
Weird.
Oh, you were?
All right, man. We closed the show. The
I
final
don't know. We
morning
might as well
dump
have 15 seconds because we're about to hit that hour mark.
and the final morning dump.
It is
Dump
the
truck.
final one.
We dump truck
Now,
this.
the unfortunate thing for Sautter, though, is when he comes on
No,
the
I
next
can't
time, he
cuss.
can't cuss.
Yeah.
Damn it,
Yep.
son of a.
Unless you want to hear the dump button go off over and over.
No, I'm good at that stuff.
7 to 10 in Omaha. Here we come.
We are excited for that. And we're excited to have you along for the ride. Mike Sautter will continue joining us every Friday. That'll probably be around 9 o'clock. We'll see if that time changes, but he'll have a long segment to get all of his things out. Anything that's on his mind will still be with him, and we'll still be with you next week. We will see you then.